DJ Remix. Everything good, everything nice, you know.
They say that if you want to hide anything from the average person, including the keys to their mental shackles, you should put it in a book. Are you brave enough to get Patrick Gaynor's Planet Hurt, Volume 1, The Idea and the Process, the greatest book ever written about your life? Find it in various forms on planethurtbook.com, Amazon, and all reputable online platforms where books are available. You'll be glad you did.
Yeah, man, I know nothing personal. Mix up, the man say. I'm tired of the mix up. Curly to the locks. What a go on?
Blessed, brother. Blessed.
Yeah, man. Welcome to Energy Radio 1 Island Worldwide. You're locked in to the box with Curly Locks. So, for those who don't know who Curly Locks is, make them know what a go on.
Well, I mean, for those who don't know, I mean, Curly Locks is one half of the viewer. Twin of twins. You know what I mean? Yes, and I'm an author. You know what I mean? Well-established dancehall act, you know, comedian, etc. So I wear many hats.
More than one hat. Trust me, because this hat where you carry is like you can. We always say, boy, we want a photocopy. We wish we could have be a photocopy as ourselves, but you is like a living photocopy of many, right? Many people. By the way, how much voices? May I hear one voice now, but I know you is a man have many voice, many talented. So how much voices do you really contain?
It's a whole lot. I mean, a whole entire lot. You know, unknown to most. You know, I mean, do most of the voices and the writing, etc., whatever. So it's a whole lot. I can't even count.
Uncountable. Yeah, man. So, in terms, I know you did. This is what your second book, right? Yeah, you have done 2 books.
The Road to Zion was the first, which the Road to Zion, the revised version, is coming out back in a couple of weeks too.
Okay. So you do another version for that. So that's the part.
Yeah, a revised version.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
well, it's really the same thing, but like more extended, go into details for most of the story.
Oh, okay. So let's give you a little bit more info on that book. Really, what influenced you to write it? You know, what's it all about?
Well, for those who don't know, Zion is my son, who I lost in 2007 at the age of, he was 6, just 6 years old, under tragic circumstances, you know. This event, this tragic event changed my life for what nobody could have really fathomed, so it would have been the better. You understand? There was a life that I lived before that, you know. You know, trusting, the Bible says, lean not unto your own understanding. That is what I realized that I was doing before the untimely passing of my son. You understand? It was there that I realized the pretentiousness, the everything that I have gathered and considered as what a part of my identity then, rather. You know, up to that point I realized it was all for naught. It was for nothing at all. It was just this, like a child collecting trophies. Because when it was all said and done, nothing at all that I have gathered in my life that I considered important up to that point, that I was socialized to believe is important up to that point, could have made me say, okay, because I gathered all these things now, I can tell my son to get up off that slab and go home with his father.
Okay. So
it was when now I really started using my intellect in its proper context. You know what I mean? I was always this way. There was a side of my nature that I entertained the objective truth of things. You know that truth, the way you can't make into a lie, where you know from your band.
You can't get away from it no matter what.
Yeah, I come up in the ghetto where everybody around me there. Everybody around me live a pretentiousness. Them live that lie. Them avoid it.
Okay.
Them avoid it. Anything will make you think deep and go in the details of nothing. And I started to realize that and the socialization, we socialize to be slaves. We socialize not to think, not to question, not to go deep. Anything is too deep, you consider as a fool.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a yes or no, a quick yes or no for everything, and that's impossible.
Just
The
yes,
human is a
full
very
stop.
complex creature. Yes. The human mind is a very complex thing. It's not as simple as we think it is. And we oversimplify reality. We turn everything into either this, either black or white, either up or down, either good or bad. And it's not that simple. Nothing is that simple.
Okay.
So it was when my son died now that I started allowing myself to publicly be who I know that I was born to be, who I to publicly endorse objective truth. These things where you socialize for things that make you weak, make you stupid. We start realizing now, so that's immature, that's spiritual immaturity, that's stupidity. You understand? Me start look deeper and me start find out these labels where we connect to everything.
Right.
And just we unrealistically expect a particular thing to perform a particular way. Like for example, family. I like most people used to think the word family like family can't be bad to you. Lie.
Right, no.
Stupidness. These are people like everybody else. Somebody that will have you.
Right.
Down to your own mother can bad mind you.
Straight. So
can be terribly envious and dirty and jealous like anybody else. It's a choice.
Right.
Your mother not special. So if you understand this and you demand that they become special, it's when they do. But if they are given some kind of respect because they just get that respect after just having a title, then you're in trouble. Because people can hide behind these titles without being demanded to perform or practice the role.
Yes, they just having the name but not the role, eh?
Yeah. You're my father, you're my mother, so you're special. So you don't have to do nothing to earn that title. It was when I grew up to that reality. Because we used to think of these things from you're like 12.
Okay.
But I have to keep them in my mind. Because the people around me, everyone around me, socialize. So anytime them see this kind of consciousness, this type of thinking, them try to make you suppress it. Okay. It's not welcome in the equation, and that was the method where the system used to keep we in a slavery. For us to never see objective reality, never endorse it, never hold on upon it, so we can't change nothing. Right. You understand? Yeah. So, me did have to live like how, like a man gay in 1950.
And have to hide.
And he can't say nothing, and he have to hide, and he have
right. So, no, I
was a closeted, sensible person.
Okay.
Me did have to keep the sensible person in our closet, the real one when know the truth.
Yeah.
And me have to always let out the liar. Me done with that.
Yeah, because you feel like, okay, then it may have certain consequence. So you try and keep it in, lock it in.
It have to have certain consequence. People are going to vex and people are going to be offended, and the person when me love no like you when me talk that type of truth. Yeah. So you sugarcoat and you fix up this and you do a lot of things to make others happy, and you just know say a lie you tell.
Yeah, so true.
Because you know say them thing away you do, you not do it for hurt nobody. You know say this is what the truth is and you can't face it. And the people who run from that truth are slaves. That's it. So the first book was inspired to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to tell my story. My autobiography, the things that I've been through, how me get to Ray, why me reach that point spiritually in my consciousness. And hear some people who are listening to this now. Jesus, so that means, you know, go get stirred up again. That's a part of my consciousness too. Me I put another part of me I introduce the real me to you. Can I do that? Sure. People who are listening to this, can I do that? Because people have a one-track mind. Yeah, either one thing or the next.
Like they already, the
if we go to a book, this is you. I'm write a book. Yeah, if we write a book now, hear some people, boy, I'm a big, so you stop DJ. Me never tell you that. Or something else what me can do.
It's an extended family. Yeah, give them an
extension. You understand? This is how people think. Automatically. Most people.
Right.
So, boy, I'm write a book. Boy, I'm sorry, so the man they stop DJ still. Jalo.
Yeah. It's like the
expectation. But you cannot accommodate nothing else.
No, the expectation there from there is that this is what they don't expect you as a DJ. They don't expect that
this is me.
You're going to try other talents and stuff.
Good. So this is me. Once I'm me, this and you put that in your head, anything elsewhere, me capable of you and comfortable when you see it.
Okay.
You feel like you're going to lose the only thing where you consider me as. No, me add something to it. There is more to humans than that little one-track thing there.
Right, so you go behind the cake. It's like the icing, you put the icing and decoration and all of that. It's not just the cake.
Everything. You understand? Everything.
So you get a full combo.
Yes. And how me look on life is this, my brother. Everything all the way I've been everything, you know. Both good and bad, you know.
True.
No, we're not just good, you know. We just manage evil, you know.
Right. You just always...
The only thing that approximate good, the only thing that make you can consider yourself good is when you're a good manager of evil. But don't you dare think it now, you know. Stop look for the worst in the world. Are you capable of it? Right. Good. You're capable of it too.
Okay.
You understand what I say? So that really inspired like the Road to Zion book, and then now the Planet Earth now was me realizing fully what is the matter. You know, what is the matter then with the world? What happened? Why we can't get along? Why we have all these great intentions but nothing now change? You know what I mean? Planet Earth is a series of books. Volume 1 show you how to use the mind that is trying to interpret reality. That's the problem there. No matter why now, common sense work good, but the way we interpret reality make when time we try to approach our common sense tell us if it do forget a certain like happiness to go for certain things. It destroyed because we don't know the approach. We don't know because we don't understand the mind we interpret reality. So volume 1 of Planet Earth was my intention for volume 1. Volume 2 now, it deal with a very important thing where people find difficult to do. 95% of people in a trouble because they don't have a particular talent, which is the courage to offend. Planet 1 is the idea and the process. It shows how people invested in the ideas and then run from the process to bring these ideas to life. Okay. Volume 2 show you how to develop the courage to offend. Because some people don't offend, are afraid to offend. You know why? We don't know why we should. There has never been another book where show you completely why you should. Because if people understand why them to do something, I can guarantee you that more people would have do it. But people hear all these good ideas and take 10 deep breaths and go bow down and write down some things on some paper and fly across the world, go do a bag of thing and nothing not help. Because they are not being explained to in the proper way as to why them to do a particular thing. This is why most books don't work.
Not properly informed.
Because the mind we interpret the information is flawed. The mind on a whole needs fixing. The way we approach information in reality needs fixing because we have a one-track mind. So Planet Earth, the idea and the process, volume 1, deals with the mind, that interpretation problem. And volume 2, it shows. No, volume 2 don't come out yet, by the way. It will show you. Not say, oh, just go offend people. No, it show you why you should. It make you understand that it is not really an offense or it don't make you bad. The people that you're offending them, they're you know, the way how them interpret the reality, it's not right, it's flawed. So it's like you're going to a daycare center and a 2-year-old child have a negative opinion on you. What you gonna do? You can't sleep? These adult children are the same. We are encountering in your life, whether they're your family or your friend, them or whosoever. Adult children are no different, you know, those are different type of child, you know.
Different generations.
You understand? Them good. So it's like if you know so this is a child, them opinion like a matter to you. Like for example, you are raising. You know what most parents do nowadays? Them afraid to offend them children. Oh, the look of you no feel like me no love him. You're just as childish as that youth. Because if you are intellectually then, are in your mind, your understanding of the world is way advanced or more mature than this child. You have to raise the child against its will because what make up for them reality now is not the full details. Them not have no understanding, they don't have the maturity. Right. So if you mature, you're supposed to raise them against them will, you're supposed to offend them. To make them grow, come to the right thing, you're supposed to grow them like a soldier because they don't know what they want at 4 or 5. You know, so much people, I make them look a 4-year-old and tell them, say, Mom, I feel like I'm a girl stuck in a man's body.
So it's like
and you as a big parent, I say, oh my God, we should listen to their feelings. Stupidness.
So it's a matter of feelings and love. They're trying to get the feelings and love more than make the kids them have the respect that they need.
And let me tell you. What the biggest problem there is. You see the way we socialize for love? And I don't know if this interview too. Alright, you see the way we socialize for love? It is that I cause hate, you know. the way we socialize to see our outlook on love causes hate.
All right.
Because love is something that makes us selfish. Let me say it again. The way we socialize to see love is something that makes us selfish.
Selfish. Right.
Yes. You know why? Let me give you an example. How we approach love is about us and not about the people we are supposed to love. If me afraid say you are going to feel a way, if me afraid say you are going to feel a way, then me not love you. If me I can tell you the objective truth that you are going to feel a way, me not love you. Me love me. Yeah. Because me concerned about how me I go feel because you feel away. Selfishness. Yeah,
protect the relationship that you have with that person.
Selfishness. No, me protect how me feel. I want to sleep, go to bed at night because I want you to rate me. Me no business if you're alright. Selfishness.
Yeah, I get it.
Selfishness.
So it's not about
that's not love, that's selfishness.
So really matter what on their aspect, as I said, it's about protecting your own.
Protecting how you're looked upon, like the parent who make a 2-year-old tell them say, yo, me feel away, and you know about school him, you know about deal with him firm because what? Me no want me look at you feel like me hate him. You hate him.
Right.
You're big and stink and selfish. You hate it. Because you don't have the courage to feel bad because a 2-year-old feel bad. Then you know older than him.
Yeah. Because you as an adult supposed to know the difference and you
as an adult supposed to get far advanced than him and know so him not then know where him understand what he need must say. So you have to just do what you have to do.
To set the standard.
But seriously, me don't want to baby eat me. Where you think most people buy the dearest clothes and shoes to them for them picnic?
True.
If it's not true, them love them. No, because people are going to say, wow, them man, they don't run to buy dear things for them youth, you know. And you do it for, you not do it for him.
Say, yo, they're good youth, they must support them youth. And
yeah, which 2-year-old will come and thump off in fist and say, yo, me love that Jordan the dog. And you do it for, man. A big people alone worship that and put them something there in a picnic.
Okay.
Childishness.
So the volume 3, so what will the volume 3 be about?
The volume 3 is about the color of hate. That's the subtitle. Planet Earth, the color of hate. You understand? This whole racism thing. This whole isms, this whole, you know what I mean? Social justice and the whole childishness behind all of that. Nobody being human, nobody taking responsibility. Nobody wants to be human. A flawed creature. It's always the next person. The white man made me do this. Oh, is it because I'm black? Oh, you niggers have to do this, and the person there said this, and a man caused this, and a woman had this, and that. Pick me. Nobody no want to take no responsibility. It have to be the next person's fault. You understand?
Always. This one
and this is the mold.
And that one, and, you know.
This is the mold that the whole entire system set up on. That's even people at the ego. Even people where I do the right thing, I do it for the wrong reason. That's why nothing can change. Because even people will come see the problem and look out and I say women are this and women are that and the one they are this and the man them are that. Even those people, even though they matter the truth, what them are do it for? Ego. And what you think them are create with them program? Because them not going into details, you know. Them just I say simplify it. Oh, are the woman them? Simplify it. Oh, are the man them? What you think that I create? More victims same way. You still create victims, you still create people who are say them and not me.
Right.
So no matter how truthful and whatever you claim to be, you're not doing the right thing. Because guess what? You're afraid to take the patience and time to go into details. You're afraid to get left behind. We're stuck on a competition, not cooperation. The whole system built off a competition and not cooperation. As long as we stay in that mold, we're going to suffer. We're going to dead, tired. And now we casket to the tired. Tired and tired body them up.
Yes, not even the soul will be able to rest peacefully.
Nothing can rest because of the way we think in our system. How it all rest? You know what I'm saying? You live your entire life just to come in 12 o'clock at night and tired and wake up the next day and do that again and think you think you'll live forever? Just look how most people live. We're busy at work. Just at work. And you're 70 and full of disease. What is that?
Because we focus on working and not even focus on taking care of our body and stuff like that.
And dead left how much million US for what? For picnic come fight over. You never live a day in your life. You never stop to say, yo, me can do this now. Me can go up on a trip. Me can take some vacation. Me can go some place in the world and me always want to go. No, somebody else always have more than you. Somebody have more than you, so you just broke on every level where you have ever done in your life. You're broke.
So
you could have reached like Bill Gates. Where he might fly up and down and go all over the world and joke the people and put in Africa for. Because somebody just get 3 more planes over him. And that's the trick. That's the trick. Somebody always just get more and you just broke and want with them up.
That's it. So I want
you can't second with your thing.
So you said only volume 1 is out. No, right?
Volume 1 is out right now. You can get it on Amazon.
On Amazon.
Right now in all forms. Yeah, audiobook, ebook.
And planetardbook.com.
Yeah. Yeah. Planetardbook.com. Fin now, for a couple of days, it's kind of under reconstruction. For anybody who try to purchase the book or not to get through, you can still check the website because it's soon up again. But if you don't get through there, you can go on Amazon and you get all forms. It's available on Amazon in every way, shape, or form.
Okay. And this is also soft and hard copy.
Yes, every in all forms.
Okay. And before I want to just wish you a happy belated birthday as well, because
Yeah, man, give thanks. Yeah, man.
Also,
give thanks, man.
On the other side, I know you do at the flip side. So that's the book, and also I know you did a poem, right?
My mother's son.
Entitled "Mama." Yeah.
Yeah, my mother's son.
My mother's son. Yeah. So that was what's the encouragement behind that one again? That point.
Honestly, me I do poems from school days. Like from me I got school like primary school. I always write poems or whatever. But it was just the whole what me that feel at the time, the whole.
So that was like a special connection there.
Yes, because with my mother, remember now, I'm not one to shy away from the fact that my mother never got always get it right. My mother wasn't one of that pristine type of parents. There was a lot that she got wrong, and there was a lot of abuse that resulted from that. Wrong, and then holding on to her own understanding and the ego, and she run away, and she, half her life to me, she never really live. Because, just like many people who think them have it all together, she young, she 16, 17, think she a big woman and her mother old and done, and the conflict there, and she go make a bag of mistake and just couldn't own them.
Okay.
At least not in time. And just couldn't own them, and because me I said this, so hear some people, I'm coming like the man don't like him, mother, you're dumb. If that cross your mind in a sense, nothing must stop on you. You understand? Right. It is only the truth and facing it. We can fix your life. You always say the truth shall set you free?
That's what I was saying. They always say that the truth shall set you free.
It's objective truth. It's not just the truth. You have truth that we make up. But you see one where we can't tamper with and negotiate with. Objective truth. You have to face it.
Can't go around it.
My mother lived half her life not wanting to face that truth. She made mistakes and this, that, and when she looked back on it and all she saw was the boy, that's my father, who used to just lift weights. Me ask my mother already, so what did you like about my father? He take. Me say, and you do the hand movement to say more? You know the hand movement there? Where you spin your hand and I say, what else? What else come? More intelligent, in which he's a very intelligent man, but me not think she didn't notice it. That wasn't what she liked about him. He couldn't lift weights. There's no problem that in her life. And then who you think she take it out from? Who you think walk like a father, talk like a father? Who you think?
Everything.
Remind her of her mistake the most. And where you think I got pressure. And that happened to a lot of parents. And this is where need to stop. Once you own it, it cannot destroy you. It cannot bring you down. You cannot shame about it. Own it. So if you make the mistake there, all right, we're not going to make them again. But you know why people keep making them again? Because we're not change. We make excuse for our action. And believe those excuses. So we have to make that mistake there over and over again, Come here, people a question like, yo, how the girl have you pit me and the arm she broke? Because she make an excuse for each and every one of them.
True.
She never own it and say, boy, I make a mistake. She just find a little story put for each and every one of them and cuss the system. And blame somebody else.
Because there was no correction and she didn't try to correct it then. So
and the most important correction is self-correction.
No one can
do you correct yourself and say, okay, me make that mistake and I'm not going to make it again. Me beat myself with this and I'm going to get over the hurdle. You keep making more mistakes and making more excuse for them. And you sink further and further and further into your thing. And my mother now, near toward the end of her life, which I wouldn't at the time know, say near the end of her life, she found the courage to own it and apologize to it.
Okay.
And never get it right. And that's all me did need.
That's free, just no understanding, you know.
That was freedom. And everybody always asks me, what do you think happened? What do you think caused her to do that? Because me never gear. What would I really make you justify dealing with a way there? Me never gear that yet. What me gear was forgiveness, understanding that she had got through something.
Right.
And I feel to come outside. Forgiveness, that's what I use.
So, and
me never get angry. All I saw was somebody who is no different from nobody else. We are struggling with some things where they just regret.
Right.
And all them simply have to do is own it. And the day come in our life when me say she own it. When me say she own it and come and say, yo, I'm sorry for everything bad me ever doing in our life. I just show me that try to right. And just keep go wrong, but no more. Right. When you can't even forgive me, I say, Mama, I forgive you a long time.
But as they say, it's just
long time. Because I understand you.
Own it.
So that is why I do it for him.
Okay.
But that inspired the poem, my mother's son, because at that point, I start see without the bias now, the things when we used to say she do, and then you make up your mind, so she's this way. You start seeing without all of that and she could have owned it and apologized. You start seeing with clarity who this person truly is in terms of the whole scope. Because what she's been doing, make you couldn't see that. Because all you see is this person who attack you. But when she lift the load, you can see everything, and I saw the strength of character we take. I mean, always use a boxing match for the best analogy. When I say, come let you fight the devil all her life. And she take too much lick during the course of the match, and the only thing could have win it is a knockout. And she knock out the devil there. But true, she gets so much lick, she just cut too. But guess what? You never get her dignity. Because she own it.
But as I say,
you
can't forget, but at least you get to forgive.
Yes. And my mother, to me, go out as a champion. In my eyes, a fighter who won. Because she never make that defeat her before she go home.
Right.
Never make her ego defeat her. So you see her as the epitome of strength.
Good.
You understand? I have no judgment, a piece of the story. The whole life me judge from. You understand what I say?
Yeah, man. So,
I don't like.
So coming up now, apart from, I know you have, as I said, the other 2 volume of book writing. Apart from book, is there any other project in the work, in the making?
Yes, Stir It Up is definitely in the work. You know, only for little minor issues that cause some delay here and there, but you know, people should look out for that and should still be excited because they always know, say, you know, it always deliver. You know me, I said so. Yeah. That is not at all to really worry about.
I don't know, you know, no leak out, no secret, but I can bet you say something have to do with COVID, must you know that.
I mean, we are living at no, not the next one we are going to come, because me no want to leak the secret either, but based on the plot of the story and where I go with it, COVID never there so. When we go with it. So just make that clue there. Yeah. No. And you know, for those who don't know too, I have a podcast called In the Meantime on YouTube, and it is changing lives. You know, it's about this side of me.
So repeat that
for helping.
Just in case I miss it.
It's called In the Meantime.
In the meantime.
My podcast. It's called In the Meantime. In the Meantime. Curly Locks the voice box. In the Meantime.
And you can find that on YouTube.
You understand? No clue. Yes, we reach episode 37 now, coming out in this week. You understand? So, it's a thing we have changed a whole lot of lives. That thing we have, it do a whole lot of things. You understand? But it do it the right and proper way. It is not a mix up. It is not a gossip. It is for who it is for. It is not a show for the faint of heart. It's not a show for the pretender. It is a show for somebody who wants to own it.
Right.
So that's a show for one out of like 200 people. Yes, own it. It's a show for people who want to own it and really want to find the answers without to fix them life. No quick fixes, no deep breaths and no whole heap of stupidness.
Right.
Facing it. You understand what I say? It's just facing that objective reality. Objective truth. It's not my truth, This is what I tell people all the time. If your ego make you have a certain thing against me, move me out of the way and say, if me dead tomorrow, that truth, that would still be true. That is objective truth. The one where you can't negotiate with.
Yeah, can't get away.
You cannot negotiate with it. Man meet with woman, children are born. Man meet otherwise, whether you like it or not, I want if you go on next week, that can't change.
You can't change.
That's the kind of truth that I talk.
Okay, really.
Objective truth. Truth we create. So you see, if you don't like me, take me out of the way and just see that objective truth. It has nothing to do with me. It's higher than me. Me is just a channel, a vessel.
Right.
To that type of truth.
Man. So I know you have a lot of fans out here. So what do you have like if fans want to follow you or whatever? What's the link in terms of fan page and stuff?
It's at Curly Locks Device Box. At Curly Locks _ Device Box on Instagram. You understand? Once you go in at that, you're good to go. You understand? Every other information available there. So.
Okay, so of course you can check that out at Curly Locks Device Box.
Yeah, and it's in the meantime, the podcast is on YouTube. Yeah, so I just put that out there.
All right, so
yeah,
because I know you're a man busy as always, because as I say, you is a voice box, so therefore you always have to be on the go. So, but before you go, let me see what are the latest. You always get some new voice. I would say, what's your latest voice that the people and probably not even hear much of, because through in a lockdown, the pandemic, there's a lot of people not really getting to go out much or probably not follow. I would say we know you have the quantity, we know you have so much. So what's the latest?
Yeah, where that is going. I mean, people who been following the Straight Up series, them know say, in terms of characters introduced, you have a Bobby Sachs, you have Mandad, you have the whole cast of characters, and then there will be new people. And as I'm saying now, I'm not gonna give you those characters away. There's an upcoming one we call Man Vice, that are the sister of the character we create named Mandad. So that is a new one, and them can look out for Man Vice. Them hear the name already, but they never hear the voice yet. So that should be interesting. There's a few more, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of surprises in store. And before we go, I really want to give thanks to each of the fans them, because it's they what made us and not we ourselves. No artists no bigger than them fans. So for everybody who ever stop and take a time, share something, do some, interact with the work. I just want to say thanks over the years. It's been a glorious ride for me personally, and I couldn't do it without the fans. We couldn't do it without the fans. You understand what I said here?
Right.
So it may have to stop and say to everyone, to each person who have been receptive to something, some aspect or all aspect, respect in every aspect.
Respect in every aspect. And so with this startup, when do you have an expected date by when? To say
me that say not late next year, early next year. I want to say next year, I don't know panic because a year I done already.
Basically.
You get the me I say?
Yeah.
And me I try my best because when I try to figure out budget.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said because it's 3 months to go actually.
So but me that love dropping before the end of the year. That's more and them know that too. But my budget for unforeseen events like I always encounter. My budget for those things. People who try to stop it, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So me just say early next year, just in case.
Right. So at least them have a and I know I can actually talk from myself. And I know for the entire Energy Radio One, the entire island worldwide, the entire nation out there, there's a lot who knows once we hear a stir, sometimes when we listen one, by the time we finish listening Stir It Up, right, it's like we want to hear the next one by the time that one they finish, because it's like, trust me, you wonder what them are gonna come with next one. So it's always entertaining, it's always fun, and trust me, you have never dropped the button. Never.
Yeah, man, and enlightening.
Right. And it was just the whole storytelling and everything. And as we say, we always I look forward to try. All right. I wonder which voice will come with now. I wonder what story or what. So we just want to tell you straight up, say, yeah, man, you continue the work and always fully entertain. Right. So, but in terms of songs, you don't have any songs planned to release soon?
Yes. Right now, we are working on a different kind of album. An album we have in, various genres of music.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But me reggae. You get me? Me touch my stuff. Me have a experimental type of thing. Me listen to every type of music and everything. You know, me I say everything influenced me. Because how creativity work. You're influenced by everything in your surroundings.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
and my real path articulate and put certain things together and make some things work with some things in a unique way where it sound like it new, but you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It sound good and different, and you can gravitate towards it. So I don't, the writer don't really create the things where you sing about a truck. I know you make the truck,
right.
But you make the truck interesting by how you talk about it.
By how you talk about it, right.
By how you talk about it. I mean, a million man talk every day. Everybody find different ways. Yeah, you talk about the same things in different ways. You understand? So, this album, me not really, at first, me don't call it It Is Written, but I'm not sure if me go with that title anymore. But we are working on that right now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And this is where, for example, now, you're not going to hear some unique tracks, some different collabs and them type of vibes, so people can really be pumped for that. Because people know saying that the music part of it and not normal we always deliver the same way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, before you go, any other... What do you actually have your own label in terms of the production?
Yes, man. Vicebox Studios. Yes, man. Mm-hmm. Right. Own studio. They have my own studio. You know what I mean?
Right. So that means you produce that add to your titles to again. There's a producer.
Yes, producer. See there again.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So the title, just like the amount of voices, the title just keep going and going and going. So again, I wanna just tell you happy belated birthday. I mean, no, say just make sure you enjoy the entire month. Because it's not, just one day. The entire month is your month. So just go and enjoy. And as I said, just continue the work and bless up yourself. And it was a pleasure. And trust me, I look forward anytime. I don't know which one will come first.
The whole Virgo Nation.
Yeah, depends on which one first. I know, say, boy, we know we have to go end up catch you back. You have to go lock back to the box again. You understand?
All right. Come on. And as I say again, with the item too in the Netherlands, still, big up Try, same way. Try has always been a fixture in my life where, you know what I mean? Try is like a manager for me personally.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Try is the help guide me certain way into certain, to certain links, and I always big up Try forever. You understand? Try is out this father to me.
Yeah, man, that's a good youth, man. Him give himself trouble sometime, man, but a good youth. You see?
I'm a brother. Yeah. So, I'm big up that are my family, that Purple Nation forever. Purple Nation. You understand?
You see. Oh, and by the way, for the album, you don't have a planned release date on the album?
The music album?
Yeah.
So no, because of certain people involved, we are trying to find the best timing. So when we have a date now, we can, as we just mentioned, we'll just do it again. And then we'll just put that out there.
All right, now see now. So before you go, as you're going, man, give me an outro. I don't know which voice, you want to use, but give the people them something.
Well, them know, It's my favorite character, the voice of Mouta Baruka, So for there, yes, yeah, man, we love what go on out there and thing, I think, and big up everyone out there we are listening this right now, yeah, man, the one them know say right now. Yeah, we have to hold firm in this. I'm going to give them some holy for something go on and holy for uncertainty, but just hold it, yeah, man. Because the Bible don't tell you, them that overcome and keep the covenant shall be given dominion over the wicked for your inheritance. So we are worried about. Unless you are the wicked.
Yeah, man, as me say, you're tuned to the box with the man Curly Locks. Yeah, man. And if you miss it, trust me, Don't worry. Make sure you have them answered. Check it out. Check the podcast. In the meantime, you don't know. You may have it locked. So, respect to the man called Curly Locks. Just go and keep it locked in and bless up yourself as we know. So, we're going to just leave this one with you. Again, thank you, Curly to the Locks for passing through.
You ask me why I live by my own code and why I carry everybody else's on top of my own load, and why when I meet a dead end, I build my own road. There is no part of my life that I would change if I could. Don't see why I should. The tribulations of my upbringing is why I am so good at being misunderstood. If you ask me why I fight so much to change this life of stress, fighting on like a soldier, never settling for less, why I stay up through the night when others seek to rest. If you really want an answer, only this can say it best. Any stress, bring it come. I'll stand and fight when others run, cause when it's said and when it's done, I am my mother's son. When things got tougher, she made us suffer. The blows came left and right and there was no buffer. When I asked her why, she stood up and she would firmly utter, I'm taking off your training wheels, I'm teaching you to ride. Look only straight ahead, there is nothing at the side. When I fell, she said, get up, there's no time for lying down, I guess, bringing out the bold in me. She taught me not to cry and be a man when she was scolding me. I hated every minute not knowing she was molding me for the day when I would ride alone, when she would not be holding me. Now this seemingly cruelty immunizes me from life's surprises. So what I realize is, it helps me to decipher what's foolish from what wise is. You ask me why I speak the truth so boldly, so coldly. My heart seems otherworldly. You doubt me and I rise. Why is it that I surprise you? When I keep smiling through the pain that you bring and not despise you. If you ask me how I made the best of the worst of times, you must have never heard me the first time. Any stress, bring it come. I'll stand and fight when others run. Cause when it's said and when it's done, I am my mother's son.
They say that if you want to hide anything from the average person, including the keys to their mental shackles, you should put it in a book. Are you brave enough to get Patrick Gaynor's Planet Hurt, Volume 1, The Idea and the Process, the greatest book ever written about your life? Find it in various forms on planethurtbook.com, Amazon, and all reputable online platforms where books are available. You'll be glad you did.
Hey, what's up? You're listening to DJ Remix.